Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. Today we are going to solve these two problems as you see in the whiteboard on principle of mathematical induction. Okay, so let's look into one by one. The first question, as you see dear students, prove by the principle of mathematical induction that 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial plus up to n into n factorial is equal to n plus 1 factorial minus 1 for all natural numbers n. Okay, so from this question, after reading this question, what is the mathematical statement we can write? Okay, that Pn, we call it as mathematical statement or mathematical proposition, that is 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial plus dot dot dot. In that way it goes up to n into n factorial. Okay, n into n factorial, that is equal to n plus 1 factorial minus 1. That is the mathematical statement. By the way, if someone of you are not aware of what is factorial notation, you can either look into my permutation and combination video lectures as available, or I can tell you in brief what is factorial n. Factorial n is equal to where n is a natural number, so it starts with n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. In that way it goes up to 3 into 2 into 1. That is what is defined as a factorial n. To have a very clear idea about factorial n, okay, please go through my other video lectures on factorial as available under the section of permutation and combination. Now this is the mathematical statement. Now first we need to prove that P1 is true. Okay, so what is P1? By the way, that P1 stands for the mathematical statement 1 into 1 factorial, that is equal to 1 plus 1 factorial minus 1. Now in the left hand side what we see dear students, this is 1, because 1 into 1 factorial is equal to 1, so we get this is equal to 1. Okay, so what we get is that left hand side of P1 left hand side of P1 is equal to 1 into 1 factorial. We know that 1 factorial is equal to 1, so 1 into 1, that is equal to 1. And sorry, right hand side of P1, that is equal to 1 plus 1 factorial, that means 2 factorial minus 1. What is the value of 2 factorial dear students? It is 2. 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So what we see dear students, that left hand side of P1 is equal to the right hand side of P1. Both are equal to 1. So what we can say, that P1 is true. So P1 is true. That is the first step towards solving a problem using principle of the mathematical induction. Now let us assume that Pk be true. Okay, let Pk be true for k belongs to the set of natural numbers and k is greater than equal to 2. Okay, for k equal to 1 we already proved it, so we took the value of k is greater than equal to 2. Now as we assume that Pk be true, what does it mean? What is Pk? Pk stands for the mathematical statement 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial up to what we can get is that k into k factorial, that is equal to k plus 1 factorial minus 1. Correct? So that we are assuming true. That means the value of 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial up to k into k factorial is equal to k plus 1 factorial minus 1. That we have assumed this is equal to true. Now based on that assumption, we need to prove that pk plus 1 is true. Now as we have assumed that pk is true, so we have assumed that pk is true. Now based on that assumption, what you need to prove that pk plus 1 is true. Now to prove pk plus 1 be true, what you need to do, dear students, first let's write what is pk plus 1. Okay, so let us write pk plus 1. So pk plus 1 is something like this. Pk plus 1 stands for this mathematical statement: 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial plus dot 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 up to k into k factorial plus k plus 1 into k plus 1 factorial. Okay, and that is equal to k plus 1, that is k plus 2 factorial, that is equal to k plus 2 factorial minus 1. So dear students, so what you need to do, we need to prove that 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial, in that way k into k factorial plus k plus 1 into k plus 1 factorial is equal to k plus 2 factorial minus 1. That we need to prove. Okay, now let's look into the left hand side of pk plus 1. Okay, so let me write it here. Okay, so in fact I can use a different color. Okay, so left hand side of pk plus 1, what is that value? That is equal to, dear students, that 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial plus dot 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 plus k into k factorial plus k plus 1 into k plus 1 factorial. Correct? Now for the first k terms, that is 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial plus up to k into k factorial, that we can assume as k plus 1 factorial minus 1. That we have taken from that our assumption that pk is true. So that we can write is that k plus 1 factorial minus 1 and plus whatever it is there, that we are going to write, that is plus k plus 1 into k plus 1 factorial. Correct? So or we can say one thing, we can give this name of this identity as identity 1, and here you can write in the bracket that by 1. Now from these two terms, what we can get, dear students, so we can take k plus 1 factorial common. So what we write here, dear students, so we write that k plus 1 factorial common. Okay, then what we are going to get here, it is 1 plus k plus 1 minus 1. See, minus 1 as it is, I kept it here. Then between the terms k plus 1 factorial and k plus 1 into k plus 1 factorial, so we took k plus 1 factorial common and we left with 1 plus k plus 1. So what it is? So this is equal to, what we get, k plus 1 factorial into k plus 2. So we get, or we can write k plus 2 into k plus 1 factorial minus 1. And that is equal to, we can write, that is equal to k plus 2 factorial. If you remember the properties of factorial is that n into n minus 1 factorial is equal to n factorial. So that we get k plus 2 factorial minus 1, that is equal to right hand side of p k plus 1. Okay, dear students, so we are able to prove that pk plus 1 is true. Okay, so whatever we have done, dear students, first we prove p1 is true. After that we have assumed that pk is true, and based on that assumption we are able to prove that pk plus 1 is true. Hence, from the principle of mathematical induction, we can say that statement that Pn, which represent 1 into 1 factorial plus 2 into 2 factorial plus 3 into 3 factorial up to n into n factorial is equal to n plus 1 factorial minus 1. So, we are able to prove this one. Okay. Okay, done. Now, dear students, let us concentrate on the second question. So, second question is that, so by the principle of mathematical induction, that the sum Sn of the n terms of the series 1 square plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 6 square up to n terms is given by Sn equal to n into n plus 1 whole square by 2 if n is even, and n square into n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd. So, the sum up to the first n terms changes based on whether n is even or odd, and we need to prove this question by means of the principle of mathematical induction. So, let us see how we can prove this one. Okay. So, let us remove this portion also. Okay. So, what is that, dear students, that what is the value of, Sn here? Okay. So, Sn, if we write Sn is equal to 1 square, okay, plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 6 square plus, in that way it proceeds up to the n terms. Okay. So, up to n terms we can write as it is up to n terms. Okay. Now, if you look it very carefully, you will notice one thing, that when it is that odd number, then it is 1 square, then it is 3 square, correct? Then from 3 square it is 5 square, then from 5 square it is next term will be 7 square, like this. So, that means what? What we get, that Tn, if we define Tn as the nth term, so what is Tn we get? Tn we get, this is equal to n square if n is odd, correct? For example, n equal to 1, that is 1 square, the first term. N equal to 3, that after 1, what is the next odd terms? It is a 3, odd number, it is 3, so it is 3 square. After 3, what is the next odd number? 5, then it is 5 square. In that way it goes. But if it is even number, if n is even, what it is? It is 2 into 2 square, then it is 2 into 4 square, correct? Then it goes up to 2 into 6 squares. Then in that way it will go to the next term, it will be 2 into 8 square, like this. So, what we can generalize as the Tn, the nth term, what we can write is that it is 2 into n square, okay, if n is even, correct? So, from this sum up to the first n terms, we can generalize what is the nth term Tn, okay, and that is very important here. Now, as we need to prove this question by means of the principle of mathematical induction, so let us first define what is that Pn, the mathematical statement or the mathematical proposition. So, mathematical statement or mathematical proposition Pn is this: Sn is equal to n into n plus 1 whole square by 2 if n is even, and n square into n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd, and that we need to prove for any natural number n. So, now as we need to prove by using principle of mathematical induction, first what we need to prove that P1 is true, Correct or not? So P1, what is P1 stands for then? P1 stands for stands for S1 is equal to, now 1 is what? 1 is an odd number, so we get 1 square into 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 square into 1 plus 1 divided by 2. Let's see whether P1 is true or not. What is S1, dear students? If you look into it, S1 means what? S1 means sum up to the first terms. That means it is the first term only. Okay, that means it is 1 square. It is 1 square. So that 1 square we can write is that, to express like this, we can write 1 square into 2 divided by 2. That is equal to 1 square. We can write 1 plus 1 by 2. Now you may have a question, sir, why you are expressing 1 square like this? Just to give the form of P1 right hand side. That is 1 square into 1 plus 1 by 2. That is the right hand side of the mathematical statement P1. And we see that S1 is actually matching with 1 square into 1 plus 1 by 2. So P1 is true. Very simple. So from here what we can say, dear students, that from here we can say that P1 is true. Okay. Now, according to the principle of mathematical induction, the next statement should be, step should be that let Pk be true. Okay, if we assume that Pk be true, then what we can consider, dear students, here? Let me write it here. Okay, so let Pk be true for all k greater than equal to 2 and k belongs to the set of natural numbers. Okay, so what we can write? So I can write here. Let me use a different color. Okay, so let Pk be true for k greater than equal to 2 and k belongs to the set of natural numbers. Okay, so what we can write here? What is Pk? Pk stands for, that Sk is equal to, we do not know that whether k is even or odd. K only we know that it is greater than equal to 2 and it is a natural number, but it can be either even or odd. So we should take this one, that Sk is equal to k into k plus 1 whole square divided by 2 if k is even. If k is even, and it is k square into k plus 1 by 2, k square into k plus 1 by 2 if k is odd. Correct? Now let's see how we can proceed further. What we need to prove? We need to prove that Pk plus 1 is true. Now to prove that Pk plus 1 is true, that means it has to be Sk plus 1. Okay, and we need to prove accordingly. Okay, let's see how to prove this one. There will be two cases. Okay, to prove that Pk plus 1 is true, there should be two cases. One case is that when k is even, and the second case is that when k is odd. Let's take the first case, when k is even. Okay, when when k is even. Now dear students, if k is even, what is k plus 1? K plus 1 should be odd, no? So that means in this case, what will be the value of Pk plus 1? So in this case, the value of Pk plus 1, the mathematical statement for k plus 1, it should be Sk plus 1. Sk plus 1. Now, k is even means k plus 1 is odd. So if k plus 1 is odd, then we should take this branch of definition. Okay, you remember Sn equal to n square into n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd. So we need to prove that Sk plus 1 is equal to k plus 1 whole square, k plus 1 whole square into k plus 1 plus 1. Here you see, instead of n you write k plus 1, so k plus 1 plus 1, that means k plus 2 into k plus 2 divided by 2. That we need to prove. Okay, dear students, so we need to prove that sk plus 1 is equal to k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 by 2 when k is even. So let's see what is sk plus 1. Okay, sk plus 1 should be equal to sk plus t k plus 1. Okay, so what is sk plus 1? The sum up to the first k plus 1 terms. That means sum up to the first k terms plus the k plus 1 is term, that is tk plus 1. Now sk is what? Here k is even. K is even means sk is equal to k into k plus 1 whole square by 2. So what we can write here, dear students? So that is equal to k into k plus 1 complete whole square divided by 2 plus tk plus 1. Tk plus 1 means k plus 1 is odd. If it is odd, then tk plus 1 we should take this branch of definition, that is k plus 1 whole square. Correct or not? So we can write here that that is equal to k plus 1 whole square. Let me say once more, dear students, sk plus 1 is nothing but sum up to the first k terms plus the k plus 1 is term. So that means sk plus tk plus 1. What is sk? Sk is the sum up to the first k terms where k is even. K is even means we should take this branch, and this we have assumed it is true. Okay, this we have assumed it is true. So we can take the value of sk is equal to k into k plus 1 whole square by 2 plus tk plus 1. Tk plus 1 is what? It is the k plus 1 is term. K plus 1 is term when k plus 1 is odd, as k is even. So tk plus 1, so you should take k plus 1 whole square because k plus 1 is odd according to this definition. Now let's proceed. So this is equal to what? So let me tell you how we should proceed. Our target should be that this, whatever the value of the expression should be like this. That will be our target to find the value of this expression is like this. So we should our derivation should actually proceed in this direction so that we can prove this. So we can take k plus 1 whole square from both these terms. So you can take k plus 1 whole square. Then what we left with? K by 2 plus 1. Correct? So that is equal to what? That is equal to k plus 1 whole square, k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 divided by 2, which is nothing but this one. Correct or not? So that means what we prove is that pk plus 1 is true when k is even. So this implies that pk plus 1 is true when k is even. Now dear students, we need to take the other case, that when k is odd. Okay, let's do it. So let me write it down here, dear students. So when k is odd, okay. So when k is odd, what you need to prove that? What is our mathematical statement? pk plus 1. Here pk plus 1 is sk plus 1, and that should be when k is odd, that means k plus 1 is even. K plus 1 is even means what? We need to take this branch of definition, that is when Sn and n is even, n into n plus 1 whole square by 2. So that branch of definition we should take, that sk plus 1 should be k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1, that is k plus 2 complete whole square by 2. So this is equal to k plus 1 into k plus 2 complete whole square by 2. That we need to prove. Okay dear students, so now let's take what is sk plus 1. Like the previous case whatever we have done, sk plus 1 means sum up to the first k plus 1 terms. So that should be equal to the sum up to the first k terms plus tk plus 1. That means sum up to the first k terms plus k plus 1 is term. Now what is k, dear students? K here is odd, so sk should be what? is k square into k plus 1 by 2. So we can write it here is equal to k square into k plus 1 divided by 2. Plus we need to write tk plus 1, where k plus 1 is what? K plus 1 is even because k is odd. Now tk plus 1, when k plus 1 is even, should be 2 into k plus 1 whole square, because this is the branch you should take. So you can write 2 into k plus 1 whole square, correct? So now what we can do, dear students, so we can take k plus 1 common from both the sides. So that is equal to, we can, if we take k plus 1 common, then what we left with, here we get k square by 2 plus 2k plus 2. K plus 1 we took common, then k square by 2 from the first expression. In the second expression, there will be 2 into k plus 1 left after taking k plus 1 common. 2 into k plus 1 means 2k plus 2. So what we get, dear students, so from here what we get, this is equal to k plus 1 and we can write here is that k square plus 2 into k into 2 plus 2 into 2, that is equal to 2 square, okay, divided by 2. So now what you can write, this is equal to k plus 1 into, if you look into this term, that is k square plus 2 into k into 2 plus 2 square, that is nothing but k plus 2 whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So what we can write, this is equal to k plus 1 into k plus 2 complete whole square divided by 2, and that is nothing but the right hand side of this pk plus 1. So we are able to prove that this is equal to this one. So what we can say from here, we can say that pk plus 1 is true. So what we have achieved, dear students, first we prove that p1 is true, then we assume that pk is true from here, and based on that assumption we prove that pk plus 1 is true in both the cases, when k is even and k is odd. So that's why I took this particular example, so that you know that when you get this kind of question and you need to prove by using the principle of mathematical induction, you need to consider both the branches, one is for even, one is for odd, okay. So with this note, let me conclude the session here. In the next session, we will solve few more problems from principle of mathematical induction. Till then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.